Now that we're well into 2019 and hardware prices are starting to normalize again, that means that components like CPUs and graphics cards are starting to go up in price. While it is unfortunate that it's going to be harder to find components on the cheap, there are still lots of ways to save money if you're looking to either build a new system or upgrade a part. So what can you do to possibly try and save some money? And is it possible to get the performance that you want for less money than you think? So before we get into this, I need to clarify a few things. First off, if you want to truly get the best value for your money, then checking out the used market is the place to go. Not only do you get parts for a cheaper price, but the parts that you end up buying have a much higher price to performance ratio than new parts fresh off the shelf. Secondly, prices vary quite a bit depending on the time of year. If you're looking to build a new system, then the time to do it is either during the holiday season, late summer, or mid-spring. These times of year usually have either holiday sales going on or retailers are trying to move stock before the end of a fiscal quarter. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into this. So if you're trying to build a new PC or planning on upgrading a part, the first thing to consider is what you'll be using your system for. Now, the reason this is important is because it helps you decide a good price bracket. Overspending is a common trap that a lot of us fall into, including me occasionally. You don't need an i9-9900K and a 1080 Ti if you're going to be gaming at 1080p, it's just wasting so much power. So the first step to avoid spending more than what's necessary is to determine what you plan on using your PC for. Whether it's video editing or gaming, there are good price brackets for almost every use case scenario. For example, if you're planning on gaming at 1080p and the frame rate isn't that big of a deal to you, spending $600 on a system is a great place to start. A Ryzen 3 1200 with 8GB of RAM, all paired with an RX 570 and an inexpensive motherboard would give you an excellent lowish mid-range experience. Now, if you wanted to build a PC for 1080p high refresh rate gaming, then spending more will obviously give you a better experience. Sticking to around the $800-ish range will give you the best price to performance, and pairing a Ryzen 5 2600 with 16GB of RAM and either an RX 580 or a GTX 1066GB will allow you to play most modern AAA games at high settings at 60fps or above. At this price range, you could also opt to buy a more expensive motherboard, which could open up overclocking and give you even more bang for your buck. Keeping your RAM at 16GB wouldn't be a bad investment either, as many games are starting to take advantage of around 12GB of system memory, so having more than 8GB in 2019 might start to become a necessity, but we'll have to wait for this year's lineup of new titles to release. So moving on from 1080p, if you're looking to game at 1440p at 60fps, then the price range you'd want to aim for is anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200. Now, as time progresses, 1440p capable hardware will get cheaper, and if you're looking for newer, more feature-packed hardware, then spending around $1,200 might be the way to go. But if you do want to stick to around the $1,000 range, then building a system with the Ryzen 7 1700 paired with 16GB of system memory on a motherboard with the B350 chipset is definitely not a bad option. Now, at 1440p, the component that will limit you the most is your graphics card, and there are a few capable options available. Looking on the more expensive side of things, the GTX 1080 is an excellent 1440p and light 4K card, but you'd be leaving some performance on the table unless you're absolutely maxing everything out. If you're trying to save some money, then looking at the recently released RTX 2060 or the pretty much confirmed GTX 1660 Ti isn't a bad idea either. The older GTX 1070 and 1070 Ti can be found for a little more money, but performance-wise, the 2060 sits almost right in between these two cards. Now, if you do want to spend more money on your system, then you're probably gaming at either 4K or 144Hz. And if that's the case, then spending around $1,500 is the sweet spot. This is the price range where buying an i9 and pairing it with a 1080 Ti actually makes sense, as you'd need that much power in order to play games at decent settings at such an incredibly high resolution. Spending this much on your PC also means you'd have a pretty capable workstation on your hands as well, and if you plan on editing videos or doing some serious content creation, then spending this much isn't necessary, but it definitely makes life a little easier. Now, this isn't to say that you need to spend $1,500 on a PC in order to enjoy all your games or edit videos. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You can enjoy games or create content on a computer from so many different price ranges and hardware combinations that I can't discuss them all in a single video. It's actually quite a common misconception that PC gaming is so expensive that it's a waste of money, and while there definitely are some cases where that's true, there are also many scenarios where you can have an enjoyable experience on a PC that's not too much more expensive than something like a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X. Being smart with your budget can go a lot further than just throwing money at it, and if you do your research beforehand and check out the pricing on certain parts, you can make your budget stretch further than you might have actually thought. But like I said towards the beginning of this video, if you're planning on building a system or even upgrading a part or two, overspending can be a lot more detrimental to your wallet than you might think. If you're planning on playing games at 1080p, then spending $1,200 on a GTX 1080 and an i7 9700K is just a waste of money. Being smart about your purchases can actually give you a more enjoyable experience and actually let you divert some of the money towards other aspects of your system, like an upgraded hard drive or even a new CPU cooler. In the end, it really just depends on what you want to do, and once you figure that out and you've budgeted out your system, then having fun and enjoying your new PC is so much easier. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified about all our future uploads. And also, tell us, what's your current setup and are you enjoying it? What motivated you to either buy or build your system, and how's it been performing? We can't wait to see what you guys have to say. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.